Hi, I'm Christy Bazaire.
And I'm Jason Chapman.
It's been 38 years since the Windsor and Essex County Humane Society opened these doors on Provincial Road. At that time, the size of the building was determined by the population of the area.
And over the years, this building has remained virtually the same size with just a few minor additions. However, unfortunately, over those years, the number of animals being dropped off here continues to grow.
In fact, according to statistics from the Windsor and Essex County Humane Society, stray and free-roaming cats are growing at an alarming rate in this area. 2007 saw 1,200 dogs and 5,300 cats admitted, and a large majority were strays. Loving homes were found for just over 1,000, but unfortunately, 4,000 cats brought in that year were euthanized.
What's even more heartbreaking is shelter officials say more than 1,000 of those 4,000 could have been saved had there been more room to care and kennel them.
It's really heartbreaking just to see them, you know, and you're the last person that they see. And then I go home every night just thinking about those guys. You get to the point where you can't look at them anymore. And you don't want to, you want to pet them, but you know that it hurts your feelings to do it because this is their last time and it's you that's doing it.
I have 2 cats of my own, and I can't imagine how heartbreaking that must be for staff here at the Humane Society. This is why the Help End the Heartache campaign was started. If successful, the $1.8 million project will help end the euthanasia of thousands of adoptable animals by 2012.
The campaign envisions a huge expansion of the shelter. It will also improve the way staff care for and provide for animals dropped off here.
And that's where you come in, but we'll tell you more about that later. First, let's look at some of the problems with the current shelter.
Well, there's really 3 big space issues that we're hoping to address with the new building. One is space for additional animals. Their kennels will be bigger. They'll have more room to just hang out and spend their time while they're here. Another is just more space for animals generally, so we can bring more animals in and we can weather those peak summer days when we've got 50 kittens a day coming in the door. And finally, we just need space for people coming into the shelter because they want to take a look and they want to take some time to find their new family member. And if they don't have room to be able to do it, then it makes it harder for them to make a perfect match.
We have little to no flexibility for receiving large groups of animals at this point in time. If we had a facility that would allow for that, we would have more flexibility, especially to help the animals who are in most need of our help, those that are abused and those that have been in seizures.
So how do we improve the situation? Well, here's what Humane Society officials are proposing.
The plan calls for a 4,400 square foot expansion to the animal kenneling area. This means an adoption center that is 35% larger than the current facility. This will allow the Humane Society to display up to 80 cats and 23 dogs in kennels that are spacious and comfortable for our furry friends.
We all know how much dogs love to run, but right now it's kind of tricky for Humane Society officials to get the dogs from inside in their kennels to outside. But under the expansion plans, the kennels will be redesigned, allowing easy access from inside to outside.
One of the biggest things we're hoping for is just over in the area that's right now a vacant lot is a dog park. And that will provide a great place for dogs to run loose. Even if we don't have a lot of people available to walk them that day, we can send them out and at least they can race around a little bit and burn off some energy. Whereas right now they're limited to the kennels that we have, which don't provide them with a lot of space to burn off some energy, especially when they're here for weeks at a time sometimes.
The adoption shelter will be physically separated from the current structure. This will allow shelter officials to take in more animals, care for them more efficiently, and eliminate the spread of disease from one section to another. There will also be an area dedicated to presenting our humane education programs to youth, seniors, and the general public.
The plan would also double the size of areas like this, where cats are kept waiting to be claimed by their owners or until space becomes open in adoption. And shelter officials are optimistic the increased space combined with more and more people adopting pets will eliminate the unnecessary euthanization of 700 cats each year because of a lack of space.
Other new additions include a new client parking lot, new outdoor areas for adopters to get to know their new family member, and a finished dog walk park with raised paths and landscaping.
Now that we know what's being proposed, we need to know how much everything will cost and, most importantly, how you can help. The Help End the Heartache campaign hopes to raise $1.8 million, and once half that goal is raised, things will really kick into high gear. Building permits will be sought and construction drawings will be finalized, and it's hoped that once all that's finished, groundbreaking can happen sometime this fall and the new building will be open by the end of 2009.
So now, how you can help. As you've already heard, there'll be several new rooms built with the new shelter. Each will come with naming opportunities. For a generous donation, you or your family can be forever linked to the campaign to build a bigger and better shelter for our animal friends.
And now here's a look at some of those naming opportunities. A gift of $750,000 will put your name on the Adoption Center. $200,000 will put your name on the Dog Walk Park or Humane Education Center. Naming rights for the cat and dog adoption areas come with a $100,000 gift. $50,000 will ensure your name is put on one of the cat or dog visitation rooms. It's a wonderful way to have a lasting legacy of your family or business name forever. However, the planning and fundraising doesn't end here. There are many, many more developments planned for the Help End the Heartache campaign. We'll let you know all about them on A-Channel News and other media outlets, and we'll let you know how the campaign progresses.
So please dig deep and help us end the unnecessary euthanasia of animals by helping us build a bigger and better animal shelter.
Together we can help end the heartache.